This is Dubrovnik. $400 a night in July for a room that doesn't even have a sea view. And this same coastline, same water, 1 hour and 40 minutes away is $45 a night, and you can see the bay from bed. Today I'm taking you through 5 towns along the same stretch of coast. Same Adriatic and Ionian water, same old town architecture in most cases, and in every single one of them, your money goes twice as far. Some of these you've maybe heard the name of. None of them are getting the attention they deserve. By the end of this, you'll know exactly where to go if you want the Dubrovnik postcard without the Dubrovnik receipt. And I'll tell you what to eat, when to go, and how to actually get there. So first, quick reason why Dubrovnik costs what it costs, because it's not really about quality. Dubrovnik built its reputation on Game of Thrones tourism and cruise ship traffic. And cruise ships unload up to 10,000 people into that old town on a single peak day. That demand doesn't care what the room actually looks like. It just drives the price up for everyone, locals included. Restaurants know it too. A plate of grilled fish 2 streets from the harbor can run you $30, $40. The coastline doesn't stop being beautiful once you cross a border though. It just stops being marked up. First stop, Kotor, Montenegro, about 1 hour and 40 minutes drive south. This is the closest match to Dubrovnik on this whole list. A fortified Venetian old town, stone streets, cathedral squares. Except Kotor sits inside a bay that looks more like a Norwegian fjord than anything else on the Adriatic, with mountains dropping almost straight down into the water. A clean double room here runs $45 to $95 a night, depending on the season, which is what you'd pay for a shared hostel bunk back in Dubrovnik. For under €15, you can hike or cable car up to the old fortress walls above the town and get a view of the entire bay that no photo from Dubrovnik's walls will match, because you're looking down at mountains, not out at the sea. Locals eat at the small canobas tucked into the side streets, not the harborfront restaurants. Order the black risotto. It's a regional specialty, and it's usually under $15 a plate. Getting there from Dubrovnik is straightforward too. There's a direct bus that runs a couple of times a day, so you don't even need a rental car for this one. Just a border crossing and a passport stamp. Budget hack, don't book inside the old town walls. Stay 2 streets back, and you're paying up to 30% less for the same 5-minute walk into everything. Best time to go is May, June, or September. You get the same weather without the July and August price spike. Second stop, and this is the cheapest beach town on this entire list. Ulcinj, right down at Montenegro's southern tip, about 2.5 hours from Dubrovnik. This is the one for people who actually want beach time over Instagram old town shots. Long Beach here stretches 13 kilometers, one of the longest sand beaches on the whole Adriatic, and a solid double room in peak summer still runs under $70 a night. Street food here is genuinely cheap too. You can get a full fish lunch for $8 to $12, and a coffee on the promenade will cost you about $1. It's rougher around the edges than Kotor. Fewer English menus, less polish, and the old town sits up on a hill above the modern part, which most tourists skip entirely. That roughness is exactly why the price stays this low. And it's also the town on this list with the strongest Albanian-Montenegrin mixed culture, which shows up in the food and the language on the street signs. If you're the kind of traveler who'd rather spend a week doing nothing on one long beach than hopping between 5 old towns, this is genuinely the best value stop on the whole list. Cross into Albania next, and you hit Saranda. This is the one people keep comparing to the Greek islands, because it's technically staring straight across a narrow strait at Corfu. You can actually see Greece from the promenade, and there's a ferry that'll get you across in about half an hour if you want to hop between countries. Rooms run $35 to $90 depending on how close you are to the water, and 15 minutes outside town are the ruins of Butrint, a genuine UNESCO World Heritage Site, ancient Greek and Roman ruins, and you'll likely have long stretches of it to yourself instead of fighting a tour bus crowd. The seafront here gets busy with day trippers from Corfu in the middle of the day, so eat dinner late, after 8, and you'll get the harbor mostly to locals and the sunset to yourself. Then there's Himare, the cheapest stay on this entire list, sitting on what's actually called the Albanian Riviera. Pebble coves instead of sand, pine-covered hills coming right down to the shoreline, and water that shifts from turquoise to deep navy in about 10 meters of depth. You're looking at $30 to $70 a night here. Getting to it, you'll drive the Lagara Pass, a mountain road that's a reason to visit on its own, with the kind of coastal drop-off views you'd pay for a helicopter tour to get anywhere else. There's no train down this coast, so you're looking at a rental car or the local Fergan minibuses, which run cheap but don't stick to a strict schedule, budget extra time either way. Last stop, and it's the pick if you actually want nightlife with your budget beach town, Budva, back in Montenegro. It's the most touristy of the 5, which also makes it the priciest of the 5, but $50 to $100 a night still doesn't come close to what Dubrovnik charges for a nearly identical walled old town. Budva's got beach clubs, a proper nightlife strip, and it still empties out into quieter beaches like Mogren, just a short walk from the center if you want to escape the noise for an afternoon. It's also the most connected of the 5 by bus, with regular routes running to both Kotor and Dubrovnik, which makes it a decent home base if you want to see more than one of these towns on the same trip. So which one's actually right for you? If you want the closest thing to Dubrovnik without the Dubrovnik price, go Kotor. If you want to do nothing but lie on a long beach for a week, go Ulcinj. If you want ruins and a Greek island feel, go Saranda. If you want the quietest, cheapest, most scenic drive of the whole trip, go Himare. And if you still want a bit of nightlife with your budget travel, Budva's your base. You could genuinely link 3 or 4 of these together in a single road trip down the coast, since none of them are more than a couple of hours apart from each other. So to recap, Kotor, Ulcinj, Sarandë, Himare, and Budva. Same coastline as Dubrovnik, anywhere from 1 to 4 hours away by car or bus, and every single one of them runs less than half the price for the same water, similar architecture, and honestly, fewer crowds. If Dubrovnik is on your list purely because it's the name everyone knows, this is your sign that the rest of this coast has been quietly underpriced this whole time. If you want the deeper breakdown on any one of these, exactly where to stay, how to get between them without renting a car, or a full road trip itinerary linking all 5, I've got more of that coming on this channel. Subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one, because this region has a lot more of these towns than I could fit into a single video.